Boston Celtics head coach Ime Udoka, fiance of Nia Long, as we all know, was caught having a sexual liaison with
Allison Feaster. She's a vice president of player development and organizational growth of the Boston Celtics, so working close to Ime Udoka. She was originally a WNBA basketball player from 1998 through 2008 for the Los Angeles Spark, Charlotte Sting, and Indiana Fever. So Ime Udoka, being around a beautiful woman like Allison Feaster, allowed himself to jeopardize his career by falling into his lustful desires and urges. One of the rumors is that he slept with the VP of Finance of the Boston Celtics, Patrick Lynch's wife, reported to be Kathleen Nimmo Lynch. She is married to the Boston Celtics consulting associate named Taylor Lynch. So it seems like there is conflicts in this report, and what Kathleen Nimmo Lynch works as the team services manager. So she's not married to the VP of Finance, Boston Celtics, Patrick Lynch, but she's in fact married to one Taylor Lynch that works for the Boston Celtics as a consulting associate. And yeah, back to Grover.
This story has been rehashed many times, but what I want to talk about, Mr. Let Go, talking about why is a woman apparently such value so unmarriable. Nia Long is a heartthrob, looks amazingly well for 52 years old, and was able to bag a younger man, a high value man, a coach, a head coach, a very rare black head coach for a professional basketball team. But the real question we have to ask ourselves is, what has happened? And Mr. Letgo made a very good point. It was what's happened in her past that has left her so unmarriable. No matter who you are, we have to get past the notion that your past doesn't mean anything to people. You can say your past doesn't mean anything. You know, we see it, women totally, my body, my choice. I do what I want to do. I'm gonna sleep what I want to do. I'm on my Meg Thee Stallion BS. I'm on my Cardi B. I'm on this, I'm on that. And this entire mentality has led an entire generation of women to find themselves in this position that Nia Long is in. Yes, we're just gonna have to tell the truth today. We're going to have to tell the truth, whether we get a round of applause or not. The truth is this: your circle of intimacy defines if you are marriage material to the average man. We don't care if you don't like the fact that body count does matter. And yes, it's a double standard because a lot of times body counts for men isn't looked at the same way. And amazingly enough, women always say that men, they'll just sleep with anybody. Oh, he'll sleep with anybody. But if that was the case, then you would understand that body count is something that just is measured differently with a man than a woman. Yes, it's an unfair double standard, similar to the way that men don't have drinks brought for them at clubs, that men don't get in clubs for free because they look good, that all of the other things that men face. So what does that mean, circle of intimacy? It means that who have you been with that I know? Now listen, the average man isn't naive enough to think that Nia Long, someone as beautiful as her, is gonna come there with a white dress. She's not a traditional woman. I mean, she's 52 years old and not married. I repeat, she's not a traditional woman. However, what you don't want a woman to do is to have a circle of intimate friends that know everything about her. That's a long list. Yes, women, you cannot do things like that and expect men to want to marry you. So we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it just a little bit. And we're going to talk about Nia Long's long list of people she's dated. And it's okay. It's okay to have people you've dated, but you'll notice a common theme about these people, and it probably leads to why she's not married at this point. So Nia Long has been engaged twice, one to Ime Udoka, who was caught cheating on her. Nia Long has also been in relationships with Kevin Phillips, Katino Mobley, Dwight Freeney, T.I., 50 Cent, Ricky Fontaine, Peter A. Thomas, goddamn, Chris Webber, Mick Jagger, Shamar Moore, Kendu Isaacs, and Chris Rock. Now, it seems like she's had her pick of the litter because Nia Long was 100% one of the most beautiful women, especially black women in the United States for quite a long time. I mean, let's really break it down. Who was it? Like Nia Long, Halle Berry, Kelly Rowland, Beyonce. I mean, who else was there that could compete in that idiom? But the truth is this. When you have a list that long of men and none of them has wifed you, men look at that as a red flag. Now, I've said this many times that body count manifests itself as red flags in different ways than men and women. So I will tell women, I'll throw you a bone here, because I know you're going to say, how dare you talk about someone's body count? It's the new wave of feminism. We can do what we want. It's our body. Yes, you can do what you want. But are you getting the results that you want when you're doing what you want? You think Nia Long is okay not being married at 52 when she's been engaged twice? You think she's okay with a man stepping out on her? Why can't she keep him? Now, I'm not saying that it's his fault or her fault. What I'm saying is that you got to look at the common denominator when you've had that many partners. Something's wrong. So here's how body count manifests itself with men. If a man has a large body count and he has a bunch of babies' moms and a bunch of kids, unless he's a multimillionaire, he's going to be financially strapped, making him unviable for any woman to want to deal with him. Women aren't going to want to deal with different baby moms. They're not going to want to deal with the drama. They're not going to want to deal with the financial implication of him having 3, 4, 5, 6 kids by different women. They're not going to want to deal with the fact that he's never going to have enough to provide. So they're just not going to be with you. Like Chris Rock said, even though he was one of the first ones she dated, only children and dogs are loved conditionally. Men are only valued on what they can bring to the table. So let's get back to Miss Long. Miss Long is fine as hell, and even now she's a good-looking woman. Beautiful features. So what that means is that it takes more than just beautiful features for you to get married. What it means is that these features, you have to have attitude going along with it. You have to be a wife. See, there's a lot of women in this world who think that just because they're good looking and they got that wop, that they can just manifest wifehood and then get upset when they wind up 45 and alone. You know, shout out to the great late Kevin Samuels, by a cat die alone. So here's the thing. You could put yourself in a situation that you can have everything you want but die with nothing. Because at the end of the life, the thing that's important is who you spend your most precious moments with. And your most precious moments, for all of you who don't know, it comes down to your last moments on earth, who you look at. It's just my hope that Miss Long figures it out. And these are words that a lot of you should realize. You can have the WAP, you can be the boss babe, you can be the player, but at the end, it comes down to who are you living your life with? Because you can't take it with you. And all of those pretty women, the beauty fades, fellas. And females, all of those Chads, Tyrones, Changs, Don Juans, or whatever. If you can't nab one and have them commit, then what have you really done? Except spread your viscous innards all over the country, and ain't nobody want to deal with you. So that's it, folks. What do you think? Comment down below. Let me know what you think. Am I tripping? Probably not. Shout out to Mr. Let Go, great content creator. And once again, we'll catch you on the flip side. Ask yourself one question. Can you handle the tip? Booty in your face, we're out. This is the Happiness Podcast. I'm Grover.
Oh, yeah, it's my turn. I'm Scotty.
This motherfucker right here. Leave your comments and like and subscribe on YouTube. Booty in your face.